Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. And natural perfection, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm genuinely perplexed. Like, everything you say about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is objectively wrong. Now, why am I getting into this tangent? Why am I actually calling out this guy for being absolutely wrong in every way in Sparking Zero? Because he is. He'll make videos that are essentially nothing and calling his viewer base, like, idiots. What?
So, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero finally achieved something. Now, it did achieve break BT3 roster, you know. It didn't achieve becoming a better game than BT3, but it accomplished something very important that we had not seen before in the history of Dragon Ball games. Zero has officially become the worst Dragon Ball game, lower than Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Now, what could possibly make Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, an already fantastic looking game, already surpassed it in terms of, like, graphical quality? It just looks absolutely beautiful compared to frickin' Tenkaichi. But what could possibly be the reasoning for this?
The Sparking Zero requires no skill compared to Ultimate Tenkaichi. And those are facts, not feelings, those are facts. Because we're going to discuss a revelation that I've come upon. Looking at the news, looking at the articles, and we had something confirmed that nobody has touched on. And of course, the Sparking Zero brain cells, the glazing channels get invited out to play the game, and even though they've been playing BT3, they didn't do any BT3 combos or anything like that. You know, none of that, right? But we have gotten a revelation, a piece of news, something that we wouldn't have gotten because we know how the Sparking Zero glazers and the Sparking Zero brain cells like to hyper-exaggerate.
Yeah, it appears the YouTube videos don't even want me watching his content because it's just 90% pointless filler and a point that he wants to get across that is worthless.
Have anything, but they'll hyper fixate on the visuals, my visuals, they look great visuals.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off right there because you have an entire video trying to, like, nitpick over a tiny little detail in the visuals about the auras of the game, which I can't find that video. I was gonna review that video, but I can't find that video, so he might have freaking deleted it from his channel because people have been making him look like a clown. Oh well, here he is.
Visuals, even though Kale and Broly look small and ugly and deformed in their sternums and are inappropriate size, you know, even though Super Saiyan 3 Goku looks the ugliest that he's ever been in a Dragon Ball game. We won't talk about that, but we'll hyperfixate on the key clowns, right? But no, we're going to talk about something that Sparking Zero has done that has given it the title of requiring less skill than Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Sparking Zero has modern controls.
Wait, that's it. That's it. That's all you're saying. That's the one and all be all thing that's absolutely, like, detrimental to, like, this game. It's gonna ruin it completely. It has, my god, guys, it has more accessibility to newer players. What? Oh my god, every game with the tutorial is garbage, I guess, according to this guy.
Modern controls. This game already requires no skill beyond square, super attack, right? No, you had to compound. You had to compound that with giving this game modern controls. Now,
Yes, they have modern controls, making it easier for newer people to play the game. Mind getting to the point, sir. Like, you're even in the main point, but at the same time you're yapping about pointlessness. Like, get to the point.
if you're unfamiliar with what modern controls are, we do have an example of this in Arena Fighters. Now, it's been implemented in games like Street Fighter. I think it's also in Tekken. I think it may have appeared in Mortal Kombat 1. But as far as Arena Anime Fighters, we do have an function. So let me take you over to Naruto Storm Connections.
Question. Pretty relevant question. What does Naruto have to do with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and its game development? Like, it's obviously not going to function the same because it's a completely different IP. Like, the auto combo controls probably are just going to be that. It's probably just going to be like a quick little like square button combo. Nothing much to it. Like, it's not going to immediately lead into a super like you're going to ramble on about. Like, that's how Storm works. This game is going to work completely different. It already does. So
basically, it's the game playing itself for you.
I can guarantee you it's not the game playing itself for you. 100%. I don't even need to do any research on it because it's not how easy your controls work. You're still going to have to do inputs to do super attacks. You're going to have to do inputs to do ultimate attacks. You're sure as hell going to have to do an input to charge your key. It's not going to magically play itself and become a cutscene simulator, idiot.
100%. The game by itself, without model controls, already handholds to an obnoxious degree. It plays itself square, super attack, square, super attack. You throw out an ultimate, it's automatically gonna hit. You throw out a rush super, it's automatically hit. Even if you're on the ground, you're supposed to be invincible. It's automatically gonna hit. All that already occurs, right? But modern controls, if we use Storm Connections as an example, it will automatically play itself for you. So let me put you in a scenario, right? You're doing a combo on Naruto Storm Connections, and you substitute the combo that your opponent is doing. Because they have modern controls on, the game will auto-chopper dash to you with no action required from the circle, and it will automatically do it. It's basically like a hidden CPU, making the best possible decisions and basically playing half of the match for you. It will also automatically do ultimate jutsus and basic jutsus for you. So basically, you don't have to think about your inputs. You know, circle. If your opponent is doing anything, the game will automatically
Ultimate jutsus and basic jutsus for you. So basically, you don't even have to think about your inputs beyond circle. If your opponent is doing anything, the game will automatically acclimate for you, automatically play it for you, automatically make the best decisions for you. So you might as well not even be playing the game. Where's the gameplay, right? So that was a huge part of why, Naruto Storm Connections is in a bad place right now because of modern controls. So
Yeah, that's why Naruto is in a bad place right now. Mind explaining why this is an issue for Dragon Ball? At all. Please.
You look over here at Sparking Zero, and the gameplay is already bland and shallow and has no depth, no tactical depth. And you also compound that by adding, they call it auto-assisted mode, but it's modern controls. They've already confirmed they have modern controls. So basically, that means that if you vanish someone, they're going to auto-dash you. If they do a super or ultimate, it will be completely by accident because all they have to do is circle, or rather, square, and the game will automatically do a super or ultimate attack based upon how much key or whatever your opponent has. It will automatically do all this stuff for them. This game already requires no timing of your ultimates,
Okay, you saw him put those little text blurbs up on there. There's no confirmed, there's no confirmed footage, no nothing on how it's all going to work, on how the, auto combo system is going to work. It's just going to be, a combo. That'll probably send your opponent flying away. As for the guard assist, I assume it just gives you, a little bit of extra iframes. That's all we can do right now is assume, because this guy's just pulling stuff out of his ass.
timing of your super attacks, but you have the added drawback. I call it drawback. The little noobs who scrubs that can't play Xenoverse, they can't play Raging Blast, they can't play BT3. I guess they're salivating for this. They will have a game that will play itself for them because they have no skill.
nobody can say anything about Ultimate Team. One of the big criticisms about Ultimate Tenkaichi is that the game played itself, which you still had to make the decisions of doing melee combos, and the only thing was the rock paper scissors interactions and how you decide to defend and intercept and counter super attacks that were coming towards you, and you still had to make the decisions whether or not to use super attacks, ultimates, how to approach your combos if you wanted to gain meter, etc. And I will still admit to you, it's not one of the most competitive Dragon Ball games ever, but still you had to make your own choices. So now,
and you still have to make your own choices in Sparking Zero. You have to press the inputs to do super attacks, ultimate attacks, buff attacks, to charge your ki. There's no going to be a manual default, hey, I'm going to stand here, so I'm going to charge ki now. No, that's not going to be a thing. The game is not going to play itself.
Because of Sparking Zero having modern controls, you officially have a game that you don't have to play or know anything about at all, because you will have a hidden CPU doing everything for you. In a game that already babyfied, watered down, had a baby gate around it because you don't want a skill curve, you don't want people having to learn anything. Now, you compound that with modern controls. It's officially worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi. I don't want to hear that. This game is not worthy enough to be compared to Xenoverse 2. 100% at full stop. It is not worthy enough to be compared with Xenoverse 2. No, the flashy little candy color graphics do not carry me on. That's a point of opinion and personal preference, right? If you have the preference of, I like the fact that you got 3D or semi-3D models on a 3D background, or if you care to have candy colors across a 3D background. Personally, I love, candy purposes, as long as you have like actual hand-drawn stages that match the characters, you know? Dragon Ball FighterZ is a lot closer to what it should be. I mean, they're still kind of not there, but they're closer. But Sparking Zero, key clouds, candy color character models, whatever. You have baby mode enabled. You require no skill. That is a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not my opinion. You have modern controls that will allow the game to play itself, as long as the player is stupid enough to play square, which I guess matches all those Dokkan Battle require no commands, no knowledge, no anything. Just like Dragon Ball is tapping on the screen, you don't have any inputs, no timing.
So yeah, literally the rest of the video, he's just gonna be yapping about that same exact point. Oh, it's gonna be square. Like, it's not going to be like that, because there's going to be a lot more to it, even with assisted controls, because you haven't played the game yet. Wait till the gameplay comes out in full, October 7th for me. You're probably not even going to play it, and you're going to yap about nothing, because you know nothing about the game. Nothing! I hope you guys like this change of video. Hasta la pasta. God, this guy is ridiculous.